Muffin Ninja! Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another review of Super Muffin Ninja! And, well, guess what? We're still keeping a good streak of reviewing bad movies, because today we are reviewing Land of Bad. Now, before I get into this movie review, make sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notifications bell so you never miss a video. Without further ado, let's get started. So, this movie, Land of Bad, just really wasn't something I enjoyed whatsoever. Now, I went into this movie with decent enough expectations. I didn't have some high, amazing expectations for this movie, and I really only decided to check it out because I do like Chris Hemsworth's portrayal of Thor, and although Chris Hemsworth's not in this, his brothers are, and I've never even seen anything with his brothers, so I thought, this might be a decent enough movie. Now, I also love action movies. If you've seen my review of things like The Beekeeper and all of those movies, I am just a big fan of action movies, and normally an action movie never ceases to delight me. It always delights me, an action movie normally. Even the worst action movies, I can still normally find enjoyment and some sort of fun out of. And with this movie, I just didn't find any enjoyment or fun that I took out of this movie. Now, first of all, this movie did not make any sense, so why they were on this mission and how they got on this mission. It just didn't take any time to properly explain things to you. It just kind of put you right into things, expecting you to already know everything that was happening. And I didn't know everything that was happening already. That's why I went to go see the movie, so I knew what happens in the movie. And if that's what the movie expects out of you, then that's not even a movie at all, because that's just it feels more like a part two than a standalone story. And that's just not what, that's exactly what it was. It didn't feel like its own standalone story. It just felt like a part two to something that we should have known already. And this is not a part two to anything. It's just a standalone story that did not feel like a standalone story. And that's my problem with this movie. It just didn't take time to explain anything, put you right into anything. Now, I get that this is probably for people who like soldier survival movies. I've really never seen any soldier survival movies. I don't count Saving Private Ryan as a soldier survival movie because that's a plain World War II movie, something like Saving Private Ryan, which that's a great movie. So I feel like this movie was trying to replicate something like Saving Private Ryan, but as a soldier survival movie and with its own thing. Like, it was trying to replicate something, I feel like that, just without any of the charm and being in a completely different genre, distanced from war and that stuff, with this being more about soldier survival and terrorist attacks. It was trying to be necessarily something like that, and its own thing, and that just didn't work. You gotta be your own thing when you're trying to do a movie. If you're a sequel, then you try and do, but it tried being all kinds of things that it wasn't, and that's a big problem I had with this movie. And then, the performances, I can't really bash on those too much. I think the performances could have been decent enough, but they weren't anything exactly special, and definitely nothing that saved the movie whatsoever. Now, I'm not very exactly experienced with the style of acting Liam and Luke Hemsworth have done, but I've never seen any movies with them. But I mean, it definitely wasn't some sort of amazing, it definitely wasn't some sort of amazing performance or anything like that. So I definitely didn't find any enjoyment out of those performances. So once again, like I said, I really just didn't find anything enjoyment. I didn't find any enjoyment whatsoever with this movie. I mean, maybe I'd find a bit of better enjoyment out of this movie if I was more experienced with the type of thing I was going for, or even with the actors in this movie, even someone like Russell Crowe. I know a good deal about Russell Crowe, but I'd never really seen anything with him. I saw a bit of Gladiator, but it wasn't really my thing. And there was just a lot of problems I really had with this movie, and it's just so many problems within this movie that it's hard to justify all of them. Now, I've seen some other reviewers talk about this movie, and they all seem to have a pretty positive thing about this movie, but once again, I just really don't have that experience with this type of genre and with these types of actors, so I don't have some sort of thing, oh yeah, this is something I've seen before, so I like this, or yes, I like these actors, they did good performance. I don't have that with this movie. So for me, I just have a one-dimensional look at this movie. It's just not a good movie overall. And it really is not a good movie overall. So, would I recommend this movie? No, I would not recommend this movie. But maybe that's just because I'm not experienced with this type of genre and these actors. So, if you like these types of movies, go ahead and see them. Maybe you'll find better enjoyment out of these movies without this movie, because I am more you're more experienced with these types of movies, but I'm really just not that experienced. I'm not experienced with these types of actors. So if you really want to go and see this movie, go ahead. But really wasn't something that I enjoyed. So before I stop the video, make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. For a new Super Ninjas. Ow!